Hey guys, welcome back, race fans, to the Mopar Nationwide Series. We're going to be going to Phoenix International Raceway for race 2 of the debut season of this new series. For the running of the Bashas Supermarket 200. We had a good race at Daytona last week, where we saw Ryan Acosta win the race and everything. He's actually starting on the outside of the front row today. A lot of people are still looking to get some wins and stuff, obviously, since this is a new series. If I can get my words out again today. But go ahead and get this started, because I kind of almost fast forwarded too far. Pace car's already off, so as soon as I'm positive, we'll be going racing. But today our pole sitter is, I guess you could say, the first female pole sitter in the Mopar Nationwide Series history, Morgan Carpenter. Don't know if that's a bragging right or not, but I mean, you never know. On the outside of her is the 6 of Ryan Acosta. Row 2 has the 09 of Ralph Green and the 01 of Ryan West. Row 3 has the 62 of Austin West and the 74 of Ricky Birmingham. Row 4 has the 11 of Zach Carlson and the 39 of Jacob Bell. And rounding out your top 10 is the 12 of Blake Cooper and the 60 of Peachy London. Hey, it's Blake. And I'm going to go back up to the front. Pace car's already off. And the Bashas Supermarket 200 is underway. And Morgan Carpenter gets a great start on Ryan Acosta. He came in here as your point leader, obviously because he won last week's race, and he's not getting a good start right now. Sorry, having trouble with this. 23 laps. 23 laps. There could be cautions because this place usually has wrecks. Dylan Pote's right up the back right now. Not a good start for him. John Dawson's back here. Jack Richards. Red Bell's trying to work our way up. Oh, we got 3 wide. Jace Birmingham's in the middle. Oh, here's wall scraping. Oh, we got a wreck on the front straightaway. Oh, it's the point leader. Ryan Acosta, last week's winner, is involved. Ricky Birmingham's involved. Oh, we got a pile up. I got to let this settle. Oh, Dylan Pote has a lot of front end damage. The 9 car, Dougie Shears, has some damage. Matthew Rodriguez in the 4 has damage. There's Jack Richards with a lot of front end damage. Zohar Munn has rear end damage. Let's go back and figure this one out. You have it near the front of the field. Look at this pile up. I don't know. Oh, I think it had to do with the 6 car starting it. He was way up the hill. Ooh. Ryan West is going to get into him in the 01 car. Oh, he comes down and collects Ricky Birmingham. This is not going to feel good at all. Yikes. Oh, the 6 car. Oh, Blake Cooper might have got a piece of it. He's going to go and smack the wall. Who else is involved? Let's see. The 81, Michael Causey's involved. The 87 of Jake Acosta. Or no, excuse me, Justin Acosta. My bad. He was involved in the wreck. 2 car was involved. Both the Rodriguez brothers involved. Jacob and Matthew Rodriguez. And they just start piling up on the front stretch. Oh! You don't see that every day. Connor Breeden flipped over. The Ari flipped over Michael Causey. Red Bell's up in the air, and Trent Dunham's already getting up in the air in the 5. Wow, look at that. Trent Dunham's also involved. The 15 got a lot of damage. There's Andre Castro with damage in the 1. 15 car, that is Ashley Sears. I believe, if I could find her. Yep. Who else got some damage? Leo Rogers might have in the 82. The 70 of Jake Sears, he has some damage. The 66 of Jeff Ehlers got some damage. Callum Wells, I'm not sure if he did. There's where the 22 and the 88 got together. James McLeod and them are smacking against the wall, or scraping to just try to avoid everything. Connor Breen with a lot of damage. That 19 car, that car is destroyed. James McLeod, Cody Birmingham, them scraped the wall. Ken Johnson has damage. Joey Dawson, he has damage. The 7 of Sasha Dawson has damage. Aaron Reed, I think he avoided. Him and Theo Stiegel did. The 6 cars up here on the 19 as well. The 32 of Tim Frolic has some front end damage. There's Michael Causey again. James Qualls avoided. Jacob Bell with Blake Cooper with side damage. You might not come to row, but a lot of people were involved in it. The 11, Zach Carlson, Austin West, Ralph Green, and Morgan Carpenter were ahead of it. We're gonna ride on board. We're gonna ride on board with Red Bell since we're right there. See what she saw. Get a couple onboard cameras. She was in the back. She's following the 14. Oh, that whole outside line slowed down. That's not a good thing if he's still pouring it. Oh, she just ran in the back of Trent Dunham. She about flipped over. Taylor Orndorff might have got some damage during the 47 as well. There's a lot of damage right there. If I can get the camera fixed. We're going right on. Okay, let's ride on board with. Let's ride on board with the 4 car with Matthew Rodriguez. See what he saw. Now Oriole Rich Chevy. Slowing up. Gets rear-ended. Car that's flipping over on top of his car. It's a good sight. The 20 car Red Bell landed on top of Justin Acosta's 87 car. But that was a pretty bad wreck. About half the field was involved in it at least. That was a lap 1 incident. We had 22 laps of this. Make sure nobody else gets in wrecks. Trent Dome's car is destroyed. I hope they don't get another wreck. It's brewing how they're all piling up with each other. 4 cars really slow. Matthew Rodriguez, the 9 of Dougie Shears. Charles Jackson, I'm not sure if he got any damage. He might have not. I think he avoided. Clean so far looking. Taylor Orndorff might have got some damage. He might go to pit road. Jake Rogers looks like he avoided. Here comes Ricky Birmingham. Joey Dawson's coming to pit road. Andre Castro stays out. So is the 32 of Tim Frolic. He's behind his teammate James Qualls. Leo Rogers did get some damage. They're just all getting in the line now. I'll fast forward this. Still under caution. Major cleanup. I think the pace car lights off. And they are. We're back racing. Just got done with lap 5, working lap 6 now. 23. Then to check on the standings, 31st on down are out of the race. Trent Dunham, Ricky Birmingham, Dougie Shears, Matthew Rodriguez, Dylan Poteet, Ashley Sears, Justin Acosta, Michael Causey, Jake Sears, Connor Breeden, Red Bell, and Ryan Acosta, last week's winner, are all out of the race. So Ryan Acosta goes from first last week to last this week. And then everybody else is on the track for the other 30 cars. Morgan Carpenter continues to lead. Started on pole, led every lap so far in this 21 car. She has a strong car, but Austin West is catching her. Blake Cooper, he got a lot of side damage from that wreck earlier, but he's working his way up. He's trying to take the 4th spot away from Ralph Green in the 09 car. Check to the field to see who's out there with damage. Sasha Dawson has some damage on Joey Dawson. Oh, and the 16 car has blown an engine. Callum Wells finished 2nd last week at Daytona, has blown an engine. There's no caution, but the 16 car is probably done for the day. Looks like he's going to finish about 30th. Another Roush car in trouble. The top 2 finishers from Daytona last week are probably out of the race now for sure. Jack Richards back here battling with Joey Dawson. There's Ken Johnson without a hood. Jacob Rodriguez doesn't have one either. And then you have, this is basically all the cars. You go up here, these guys don't have damage. The 1 car is hanging up there pretty well. He was 12th last time by. Andre Castro with that front end damage, still looking good. Oh, Ryan West. Oh, Taylor Orndorff. Okay, they didn't wreck. I forgot he had all that rear end damage. He's up there in the top 10. I think the damage is starting to start affecting that car though, because people are passing him left and right. Taylor Orndorff's trying to hold off Cody Birmingham. Here comes Charles Jackson. They're all trying to work their way into the top 10. There's P2 London. He's trying to catch Leo Rogers, who has damage. He's in the top 10 with rear end damage, running 8th. Aaron Reed's car is clean, that 18 car. He's working his way up to the front, trying to get a top 5. James Qualls back here in 6th, trying to run down Blake Cooper, who's trying to still run down Ralph Green. Zach Carlson's in 3rd. And Austin West is not losing sight of that 21 car, Morgan Carpenter. They continue to battle for the lead. But, they're just wanting to get a win and everything under their belts and everything, get their season going. Since this is only the 2nd race of the season, yeah, like I said, there's Morgan Carpenter. She's running good right now. Dale Stiegel's trying to get away from all these slow cars. I'm not sure if he got damaged or not. He's running back there with them, and he's not really moving up in that 3 car. Just got around Jacob Rodriguez for 23rd. Tim Frog's starting to fall back. The guys with damage are starting to fall back. Andre Castro's now falling back. Ron West. Oh, the 30 car, John Dawson, just bounced off the wall. As soon as I said that, I bounced my knee off my desk. It's always good. James McLeod's trying to work his way up in that 99 car, that Cristiano Walter Racing Toyota. Looking for a good run. Randy Carpenter's trying to get up there with Morgan Carpenter. As she leads, he wants to get up there with his teammate. John Dawson looks like his car's not handling. He's losing a lot of spots on the high side. Here comes Jake Rogers under him. That is for position. Go back up just a little bit. Blake Cooper just gave up the 5th spot away to James Qualls. Qualls moves up. Nothing's changed at the front. We're working lap 14 right now. But the 62 car of Austin West is not giving up. He's staying right there with Morgan Carpenter as she continues to lead every lap in this race. Trying to lock up the bonus points for leading the most laps. It looks like that the 62 car is a little bit quicker though. He was gaining on her going into the corner, but I think she got a better bite off though. That 21 car is fast. That Applebee's RCR Chevy is really quick. And now it looks like Blake Cooper's car is starting to lose the handle now. I think that damage is starting to affect it now. He just gave up about 2 or 3 more spots to Aaron Reed, Peachy London, and now Cody Birmingham. It's going to drop Blake Cooper in the last couple of laps from 5th to 9th, and he's still running the high side. Here comes Charles Jackson trying to take that spot. And Jace Birmingham's trying to work his way up. Ooh, we got 3 wide. Leo Rogers, Taylor Orndorff, and Randy Carpenter. I think the damage cars are starting to take effect now after the long run started. No, Taylor Orndorff trying to drive the wheels off that 47 car just to get around Leo Rogers. Going to cost him a spot to Randy Carpenter. Here comes Jake Rogers and John Dawson. Zohar Munn still trying to get a good finish out today, even though he had a lot of rear end damage. That was from Dylan Poche rear-ended him in the 22 car. He's out of the race from it, but Zohar continued on. Jeff Ehlers has some damage. Leo Stiegel's starting to work his way up finally. And these guys have damage back here. We're going to do a top 10 rundown real quick. Morgan Carpenter is your leader. Austin West 2nd. Zach Carlson 3rd. Ralph Green 4th. James Paul's 5th. Aaron Reed 6th. Peachy London 7th. Cody Birmingham 8th. Blake Cooper 9th. And Charles Jackson rounds out your top 10. But he has a lot of pressure from the 05 car. That's Jace Birmingham. And there's James McLeod. He's worked his way up there. He's trying to get in the top 10. And the 05 car is all over the back of Jackson right now in his 28 Chevy. He moved him out of the way a little bit. He's going to go for that 10th spot. Looks like he's going to get it. Update if anybody else has fallen out of the race. The only person that's fallen out of the race since we went back to green is Callum Wells. You see him in 30th place. He had a gearbox issue. That's what caused Callum Wells and that 16 team to drop out of the race today. Tough break for the Roush teams today. They've just been involved in wrecks left and right. Well, actually not really. Peachy London's up there running in 7th. Carrying the banner for Roush Racing today. The Roush Speedway organization. Oh, and Aaron Reed made a jump on James Pauls. Great move right there by the 18 car. Gonna get him up to the 5th spot. Now James Pauls got kicked to the high side. Peachy London and Cody Birmingham are going to probably get around him. Going to drop him back to the 8th position. He's trying to drive in hard in that 31 car. He looks like he has a good car, but I mean, when you're on the high side, there's not much you can do here. Peachy London's going to slam the door right in front of that 31 car. Blake Cooper, now he's about to lose, looks like the 9th spot to Jace Carmichael. Or excuse me, Jace Carmichael, wow. But bad error from my other series from last season. Jace Birmingham, my bad, dude. He's going to take the 9th spot. Blake Cooper's now going to drop back to 10th, but probably not for long. James McLeod is right there, and Blake Cooper almost hit the wall. He gave up that spot. So James McLeod and that 99 car moves into the top 10. Charles Jackson actually dropped all the way back to 12th. But we're going back up again. Leo Rogers is starting to drop spots now. These guys back here are battling for positions, it looks like. Jacob Bell doesn't look like he has any damage, and he's back there with Jack Richards and Joey Dawson. The leaders have gotten around Sasha Dawson. As Morgan Carpenter just took the white flag. 1 lap to go. Austin cannot catch her. Austin West trying to drive the wheels off that Rusty Wallace Incorporated Chevy, or excuse me, Toyota. But this is about as close as he's gotten to her. Morgan Carpenter just had the best car. She has the best car in the corners and everything. The 62 car, Austin West is going to drive the wheels off of it. But it's not going to be enough. Morgan Carpenter is going to completely dominate this race. She takes the Bashas Supermarket 200. Morgan Carpenter is your winner in dominating fashion. first female to win this series. Austin Weston get a great second place finish. Zach Carlson got third. Ralph Green, he hung on for fourth. Aaron Reed going to finish fifth. Sixth goes to Peachy London. Seventh, Cody Birmingham. Eighth, James Qualls. Ninth, Jace Birmingham. And 10th goes to James McLeod. And they're stacking up in front of him almost. Okay, they're not. See everybody else that finished. Some of the guys that fell back, like Blake Cooper, he ended up 12th. There's Charles Jackson 11th. The race is in the books. Show you guys the results. Congrats to Morgan Carpenter and the whole 21 team for winning their first race. There's going to be a lot of first-time winners in this series since it just started. You can see the results. That's a bad wrecks today. That was a huge wreck we had on lap like 1 or 2. Got about 10 people out of the race. There's your results though. But that race is in the books. Congrats to Morgan Carpenter and the whole 21 team for winning at Phoenix. They take the Bashas Supermarket 200. Our next race will be at Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the running of the Samstown 300. That'll be our next race. Here's the point standings. And Morgan Carpenter is your point leader by 11 points over Cody Birmingham. See Taylor Orndorff, Ralph Green, James Qualls, Zohar Munn, Aaron Reed, John Dawson, Callum Weld, and Trent Dunham is your top 10 in points. Let's see. And there's the rest of their points. Ryan Acosta came in there as the point leader, dropped to 12 due to that last place finish. There's the rest of the point standings. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed this race. Oh, 17 minutes, crap. I'm glad I can do this now, though. But I'll see you guys for the next race, and stay tuned for more Mountain Dew Race Series races, as well as Mopar Nationwide Series races. And congrats again to Morgan Carpenter for winning her first race in this series. Stay tuned to both of my series, and I'll see you guys then.